What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Football Unfiltered. I'm your host, called Philippe. So tonight it's gonna be different. We're gonna do like a World Cup edition since the World Cup is here. But before I get started into it, I want to introduce my best friend, my good friends, Reggie. We've known each other for a long time. He's been wanting to be part of this podcast. So tonight is the night. How you doing, Reggie? You mute. You mute.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. I know it's been a long time. You've tried to invite me. I always told you that I'm not a tactician when it comes to soccer. I'm more of a fan. I love to watch, but as you know, this is that time of the year. We're about 2 days away from the kickoff. I think it's about that time for me to join the podcast. So thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, it's a pleasure, man. So first podcast, man, he had to make a rookie mistake. He's on mute, and then he's not even, and then he's talking. Come on, Reggie, man. Come on, man. What's going on, man? What's popping, man?
You
Reggie,
would
come on now.
you would think I don't work in IT. I do this every day.
No, man. Hey, man, good, nice to have you, man. So Reggie and I, we've known each other for over 30 years, man. So we met playing soccer together back in Saint Louis Gonzague. Every Saturday, Reggie nickname used to be Capitaine Bossal. Reggie's the kind of guy, man. He always played dirty, man. He was the dirty player, man. Capitaine Bossal. Dog. Anyway, man. So, but Reggie, like you mentioned, man, we're 2 days away from the World Cup. So, how's the World Cup energy, man? How you feeling it, man?
Honestly, I just really just got into it. I think me and you we talked behind the scene maybe I don't know, maybe about a month ago, and I told you for some reason none of the theme songs were getting to me. I wasn't really getting a whole lot in my on my Instagram or my different news feeds. But I don't know. I think maybe right now because we're maybe just 2 days away and you invited me to this. I know I'm taking Thursday off for sure, so I can get ready for the kickoff. So I have no choice but to get ready for this one. But yeah, it wasn't as exciting as it used to be. But I think right now we're right back where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, I think the thing is we got so much going on, man. We got the NBA Finals, we had the NBA playoff, we had the Champions League that was going, and everything's going on in the world as well too. So it's a lot of it's a lot of way to get distracted. But now it's here. We're 2 days away. We can't wait to get it started, man. Uh, so one thing I would say though, en tant que Haïtien, I mean, I feel like every week, man, we got a new theme song from the Haitian, from the HMI, man. Parlez de ça, Régie, man. I don't get it, man. We got more theme song than everybody.
But that's the funny thing. I have not heard any of them. I only saw clips from a
Hmm.
Bookman experience,
Hmm.
but I did not necessarily listen to the whole thing. Again, I saw the clip maybe last week. I kind of glimpsed at it. It caught my attention, but I didn't even. It wasn't catchy enough for me for the first 30 seconds to even keep listening to it. So I have not heard any of them. But like you said, I do see the images. It sounds like everybody and their mom made a song.
Hey, man. Hey, if all the theme songs would make Haiti become the world champions, man, we take them, man. I mean, it looks like every week, man, they come up with a new song. So, and also we want to ask some fans. Obviously, I live in Indiana, and Reggie is in Illinois. So, obviously, Indiana and Illinois, they're not host states. So if you live in a city that is hosting the World Cup, please drop us a comment, send us some pictures, because I know that a lot of places they're putting together the FIFA fan base or where they're gonna do some watch parties. So if you have any pictures and you live in the host city, please send us some pictures, man. We'd love to share it with the audience, and we'd love to see it. So Reggie, obviously, man, we've been watching World Cup for a long time. My first World Cup, my first known World Cup was 1986. But I would say that the first World Cup that I really enjoyed as a fan, especially at the time I was playing soccer, was the 1990 World Cup. So when you're looking at, so now we're talking about 1990. Now we're in 2026. Right now you get to watch the World Cup with your kids, and now they can experience the whole World Cup. I mean, I'm not saying that is the first time, but in your opinion, especially now the World Cup is here in the States after a long time since 1994. Now, what would this World Cup be about, in your opinion?
Ooh, that's a great question. It depends on how I'm looking at it. I think first and foremost, we just got to address the elephant in the room. Haiti has made it for the very first time since I've been following the World Cup. So for me, it was 1990. I will be rooting for my home country. In 1990, the team that won was Germany, and that's how I became a Germany fan. And not necessarily even because they won it. At the time, I was collecting their the
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 the stickers,
the cheese stickers or whatever.
yeah.
And I think that's the first team where I had all three players at first, and for some reason that stuck. And then we created a little rivalry in my neighborhood. I had somebody from Italy that was an Italy fan, but unfortunately, none of us could root for Haiti. So to me, this is the first time that the pride. I mean, you look behind me, you can see my flag is. I have my flag ready to go to the game. Yeah, I'm excited. I keep telling the kids about what it means for us. Um, Growing up, if you remember, we grew up hearing about the excitement of 1974. We heard about the song. We knew the song. We knew about the excitement. But yeah, so yeah, I'm excited, man. Overall, I don't know how to put it in words. And for my kids, I'm pretty excited that they get to see Haiti. They are part of this.
Yeah, man. It's funny. Even when I was in college and they were talking, about the World Cup. I think when I was in college, the World Cup that was going was the 2002 World Cup. And they were asking, "Hey, Carl, what team are you rooting for?" I said, "Hey, man, I'm a big Argentina." And everybody always asking me a question, "Why Argentina, man?" So I had to go back and explain to him that hey, when I watched the first World Cup in 1986, and that's when Maradona was the man, and I was like, and we got to watch the Casio in Haiti, growing up in Haiti. So I fell in love with Maradona. I always say that Maradona was the one that made me fall in love with soccer, and I wanted to play like him. I want to walk on the field just like him. So I became a fan. But and then they always ask you that silly question, man. So what's going on with Haiti, man? Why they never made it to the World Cup? So this is the first time that I feel like, man, hey, you know what? Hey, this is a World Cup, and Haiti is gonna be in the World Cup. So to kind of answer your question, and we have a lot of fans and a lot of people from different nations, and obviously a lot of Haitians, also watching us. It's a very emotional journey for me, right? So I'm the kind of person that I don't like to watch my favorite team with a group of people. And there's many reasons for it. So you always got the trolls. It's always the extreme, right? So you have the trolls who always want to find an opportunity to make fun of you. And then you have also the fans who just like, man, they're on a different spectrum, right? So you right in the middle, you take all the pressure, all the stress that comes with the game, and so, etc. So obviously that's the way I feel about Haiti, right? And for the first time, I was like, man, I wanted to host people. I wanted to have people with me watching this game because after 52 years, this is once in a lifetime event. So for me, what would be the best way to share that moment? with fellow Haitians, and for the first time in my lifetime, we gonna watch a game, and we all gonna be rooting for the same team. I
Yep.
mean, obviously, growing up in Haiti, you got people that love Argentina, that love Brazil, that love Germany, like you, Reggie, that love Italy. But for the first time, you're gonna have all these Haitians in one place, and we all gonna root for Haiti. And I can't wait for Saturday uh, to be here. And also, I got the opportunity to take my son to one of Haiti's game against Morocco, and I can't wait to kind of share that experience with him. So, speaking of Haiti, so obviously Haiti got a couple uh, play couple friendlies. One against New Zealand when they beat New Zealand 4-0, and the second one they play against Peru in a sold out stadium in Miami. Actually, the new stadium where Inter Miami is playing. So it was epic, man. It was epic watching Haiti play. So obviously, Reggie, uh, last time we played in the World Cup was 1974. So, based on what you saw, in the qualifier and in the latest friendlies, how you feeling going into Saturday, man?
Ooh, loaded question, huh? Um, well, first of all, I would say if the friendlies that I've seen, if the ambiance, the atmosphere that they have in the stadium is any indication on how the Haitians that are going to be all together, the way we're going to be rooting and party for this team, I'm all for it
Yeah.
because it's been electrifying. Now, when it comes to qualifiers, I've definitely watched the qualifiers. I did not watch the friendlies. I did watch the highlights. Haiti is this one team that I have a love hate relationship with. I'm usually all in, and then 30 minutes in, you start to settle. You start to have to start settling for the true reality. The excitement and the bright lights are gone. So I'm hoping that's not the same case here because when I did watch the highlight of the New Zealand game. Um, Clearly they just showed all the the great ball movements and the great actions that happen in the team against the two teams. And honestly, I saw a team that was better than what I saw in the qualifiers. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it's the excitement. Maybe it's there's no more stress of having to qualify. So now they were playing more at ease. I saw that. However, I also saw my old team. Right. I saw the goalie really, really
Placid?
having Placid. I saw Placid doing what he does best. I mean, save our team from catastrophe more than once, honestly, especially in that game against New Zealand. That 4-0 score doesn't really tell the story of what was happening in that game when you really watch the highlights. Um, so yeah, I think how I feel, I'm excited, but I'm also very realistic.
Hmm.
And I'm not mentioning Placid for no reason. I think Placid is going to be the star of this team. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, especially in the group that we're in, we're going to be playing against Brazil, going to be playing against Morocco. The group that we're in, I mean, Placid is going to get a couple of strikes on goal, and some of the save that he's going to make for us, I mean, it's going to come. It's going to feel like we came back from the dead. And I think he's gonna be the l'homme du match, as they say in French. He's gonna do a lot. Um, but yeah, again, as I said, I'm excited though. How do you feel? You think
Hey,
is my analysis off?
no. Your analysis is not off. Actually, man, Placide, well, fossillon numéro 2, man. So, I, hey, man, hey, we gotta flip it into Creole, man. So, uh, sonje, men, lò map gade match Haiti avec Italia. I mean, premier so we say goal Manosano, which was a beauty, man.
Yeah,
But
good.
when you see all the highlights of the game, c'est Francillon a fait détente à droite, à gauche. So, kou da mdi wos sa ke, oh, mab, a gen de fos même. So, mba se ke men plasi tou nan eliminator yo, mswe fon a key bon save. Actually, he was exceptional against Costa Rica. Dans le match Costa Rica, monsieur était en forme, monsieur fait un paquet de bonnes saves, man, point blank save. And then he was qui match nous t'ai joué avant dernier match? Ouais, Costa Rica. So
Costa Rica.
we play contre Costa Rica et puis nous jouons Nicaragua dans fait match. Donc dans deux matchs ça, parce que bon côté Haïti pas rien dans match là, man. I mean, every time we get the ball, we turn the ball over constantly, and it feels like we were under pressure the entire game. Even though we end up winning the game by multiple goals, but it feels like it was just like you saying about New Zealand, man. Even the score was 4-0, but if you're looking at the entirety of the game, there was a lot of saves. But that's part of it. He's gonna have to make saves. But you absolutely right. I think so.
So I have
Haitians,
a
yeah. Go
I,
ahead.
no, I said I have another observation, but since I didn't watch the New Zealand game, I think you and I sometime we talk about this. For some reason, I don't know if it's because clearly our team is more of a exile team, right? It's a symbol from
Mhm.
folks that are not getting to play with each other all the time, and they're always playing not at home, always having to play away. There's a lack of fluidity sometimes that I see in the ball movement. Is that something that you still saw in the last two games? The highlight didn't really showcase that, but I couldn't really watch the full game.
I think so. I gotta put it this way. I think you absolutely right. I think when we were playing the qualifier, there's a added pressure. So because the results count, right? And I think when you play in a friendly, it's more relaxed because at the end of the day, whether you win the game, you try to test yourself and see how you're gonna get ready. But I think that we also add some reinforcement. So Isidor is one of them. Simon, that's another guy that I really, really like. He played really well against against New Zealand. I mean, the top of midfield that you want. I mean, playing strong on the ball. He's a sure tackler. I mean, he covered the field really, really well. So I think we also added some reinforcement that's also make us a little bit better. So kudos to the coach; he's doing a great job. So that's one thing too. Uh, as Haitian, which is deservedly so, right? It's a players' game. I mean, we
Hmm.
wanna talk about the players. We talk about Isidor, Simon, Bellegarde, Etienne, Pierrot, Nazon, everybody. We talk about the players, but I want to give the flowers to the coaching staff. Um, they doing a really, really good job, especially right now. You have a bunch of guys that did not play in the qualifier, and the way the coach is integrating those guys into the team, I think is doing a really great job. So I just want to make sure that I know the one thing about our people, man. Everybody are expert when it comes to soccer, man. So everybody say, hey, the coach should be playing this guy or this guy. Monsieur son athlète lié, il va vouloir bypass là, il va supposer bypass là. Everybody are expert, man, when it comes to Haiti, man. But at the same time, I just want to make sure that we give the coaching staff the flowers, man. They've done a great job to keep the team cohesive. They've done a great job to instill confidence because that's one thing too. When you instill confidence into your team, when your team can be like, "Hey, I can play against anybody," so that's usually the coaching staff that does that kind of job. So that's one thing too, man. I just want to make sure that we give the coaching the flowers as well. But we are looking better. To be honest with you, Reggie, I'm glad that we lost against Peru. And for me, when I watch the game, I don't watch the game. I mean, obviously, I'm a fan. I watch the game as a fan, but I'm also watch the game from a different perspective. I watch the game from a player perspective, and I also watch the game from a coaching perspective. So one thing I realized with Haiti, we are very vulnerable when it comes to defending corner kicks. And when you play teams like Scotland that are very, very physical, when you play team like Morocco that have a giant and that also play on top. When you giving up so many corners, you make yourself you're very vulnerable, right? And if you giving up corners there's a possibility they can score on you. So we saw that against Peru because Peru scored on two corners kick, right? So I think that was a good test for us to realize that, hey, we go into Scotland, that is a very physical team. We need to make sure that we get this under control because that's one thing that I'm also uh, was very nervous. And also when things and another thing that I see as well too is if we play against a team that's gonna press us a lot, you got to press us a lot. I think that sometimes we have difficulty getting the ball out because I think our forwards, especially we've been playing with Pierrot and Nazon, they don't hold on the ball too much to give the midfield opportunity to go up. So, I always tell people friendlies is one thing, the World Cup is a different ball game, right? Even teams that are very seasoned, you got players when they play World Cup for the first time, the pressure, the added pressure that it becomes playing the World Cup is different. So hopefully Haiti, obviously we fans, we would love to see Haiti go to second round, and and make and shock the world, as we say. But they don't have the type of pressure like a team like Brazil has. Brazil is expected to win the World Cup, right? Morocco, especially the way they finish uh, third in the last World Cup. No, they finished fourth in the last World Cup, and also they were in the championship for the Afcon for the African Cup. So they have a good team. So they expecting to move on. So now as Haiti, they expect to win. All you have to do is just play, right? You just play and shock them. And so that's one thing I would say that is probably working in Haiti's favor is they're just gonna play and play to their best ability and shock the world.
I so I think I have I I heard everything you said. Man, I don't know. I'm just picturing myself
Hmm.
being on the Haitian team 52 years. I'm carrying a whole history on on my back here, returning to the world stage after 52 years of absence, 1974. This is a heck of a milestone. I made that team.
Yeah,
Um, and I don't know, the lights will be really bright, the stadium will be really loud, the heaviness of the moment is gonna be felt for sure. That's what my fear is. My fear is the first 15 minutes. Can we stay poised?
yeah,
Adrenaline rushing. I mean, you have some teams opponent pressure, collapsing the defense real quick, hitting us with a few goals, and then all of a sudden we just feel like, all right, now we're just playing catch up the rest of the time. That's
yeah.
that's my fear. But yeah, if I was part of that Haitian team, I don't think I wouldn't look at it that as, you know, I don't all I have to do is play. I think the pressure of the moment, the heaviness of the moment will definitely be felt.
No, I mean Reggie, I'm with you. And also, out of all the places we play in the World Cup, we play in the World Cup in the United States, where there's a huge population of Haitians, right? So that's another thing. If you were playing the World Cup somewhere when like people have to travel there, but this is I mean, most Haitian living abroad, living in the United States. So the Haitians gonna be out. and full force supporting the team. But you're right. You're right. There's a lot of history, but the good news is those guys don't know anything about it. They just heard about it. So for them, they look at themselves. They look at themselves. We the first, right? So
That's true.
and I think you and I, we talk about it this today earlier today. Is I never thought in my lifetime at some point I thought I would never see Haiti qualify for the World Cup. So when you're looking at those kids, it's just like they don't those guys they don't care. That's all they know. All they know is, hey,
Yeah.
Haiti qualified for the World Cup for the first time, and we did it. That's the way they look at it. So that's the way they look at it. They look at it. It's not like for instance, perfect example. And then we're gonna talk about the other teams later. It's not like Brazil, for instance, when you know, the team going to 2026. I mean, last time Brazil won the World Cup was 2002, right? So that's 24 years ago. So the first thing, so they'd be like, man, all this year, nobody ever done it, right? So so that generation gonna be like, hey, this is our generation. This is a golden generation. Or Belgium, they say this is a golden generation. This is the only opportunity we have to win it. So now you have that pressure on you, right? Just like Messi in the last World Cup 2022. You'd be like, man, that was my fifth World Cup. I've been in five World Cup, and is it gonna be the year, right? So I think Haiti, for me, again, that's just me, my opinion. It just for me is those guys say, hey, you know what? As far as concerned, this is the first time we're in the World Cup, so we're just gonna show out, right? But I think the difference between the difference between 74 and again, at the end of the day, the results might be the same. We might have the same result when it comes to points. But I think the difference between 74 and 2026, soccer has evolved worldwide, right? So, when you're looking at our 74 team was made up of local guys, whereas the 2026 team is made of people living abroad, and some of them didn't even grow up in Haiti. So when you think about it, those guys are already playing in big clubs. They're playing in Champions League, or they play in the EPL or League 1. So for them is they have played to a certain level of soccer. Now, personally, they might not feel intimidated, but as a team is different. So I think that's the only difference. Whereas, back in the day, imagine you and I, you and I during our time when we were 20s, we were playing for Haiti. Let's say Haiti would have made the World Cup, and then we would have played because we same generation as Ronaldo Nazario. So we were playing against the Ronaldo and Zidane, and then we were think about it, us playing in Haiti, and then we're gonna go play those guys. You're like, I mean, think about when Brazil went to play Haiti in Haiti with
Yeah.
Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. I mean, those guys were like, they were like, in shock. So that's one thing I would say when it comes to Haiti. And then right now we got a famous Alain Leveille. He just joined the conversation late. Typical Haitian. They always come up late. Show started at 8 o'clock. He showed up at 8:29. Man.
What's going on, Al?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
You know what? I apologize. I was traveling for business. So
Hey man, we appreciate your dedication, man. You still show up. So Ale, before we were talking about Haiti, man. So what you thinking about this Saturday, man? The World Cup is here. It's not going anywhere. So
I'm excited, man. I don't know what to feel. I don't know how to feel. I think I cannot wait for the national anthem to be sang. That's going to be for me the moment of truth. For the first time in my life, I'm going to witness La Dessalinienne, you know, being sung on an international stage where myself and my kids will be able to witness this historical event. I don't even care about the score or the results. I just like the fact that we're gonna be able to celebrate for the first time since 1974. The first time that our generation are going to be able to witness this event. I think that's what I'm looking for. That Dessalinian live at the World Cup. That's what I want to see.
Beautiful, man. So before we move to other teams, so Ale, notre équipe haïtienne, c'est qui est sous bal- who you gonna be watching, man? Who's gonna be the guy that you feel like, hey, this is the guy. That's gonna be the guy for me.
Um, well, for me, what I'm trying to understand better is how the team is going to react under pressure. Obviously, when I was looking at those two games that we played, Bellegarde's name came up a lot in the analysis, and then you have Jean-Jacques, the the famous Jean-Jacques who failed to pass the ball. I'm
There
going to
you
be
go.
watching him too
There you go,
closely.
Reggie. You know what?
You
You know
know,
Reggie, man.
yeah, yeah,
Hey, expert,
yeah. That's
man.
what it is. I said
Expert
it.
live.
I said it. And then I think there's a Simon. There's another
Si-
guy, Simon.
Simon te joué bien. Simon te joué bien et face
No,
à New
no, he
Zealand.
should have scored that goal. He should have scored that goal. He didn't score it. It was open. Him and the goalie. I don't know why he shot the ball. So to make a long story short, yes, I know it's early. We don't want to make them feel the pressure, but I'm gonna be watching those guys. And the thing is, if they cannot perform, they need to be put on the bench. That's it.
Hey, man, things happen. So I think the coach knows what he needs to do. So, Ale, só você, Nazon ou sinon Isidor?
Isidor.
Isidor, ou besoin Isidor commencer sur Nazon? Qui só
Isidor.
você? Isidor avec Pierrot ou sinon Isidor avec Nazon?
Isidor Pierrot. Pierrot scored a goal, right? On the last game.
No, he scored a goal against New Zealand.
New
The
Zealand.
header. The header. He scored a
Yeah,
goal. Who scored the header?
That was Pierrot.
That was Pierrot, but
That was
it was
Pierrot, right?
against New Zealand. It was against New Zealand, not the last game.
Against New Zealand.
Isidor
So
scored last game.
Nazon hasn't scored since the qualifiers, right?
Yeah, I think the last time Nazon scored for us is when he scored the hat trick against Costa
one-
Rica.
The one that
That
mattered.
was a long time ago.
Hmm?
That was a long time ago, though. That was a long, long
Yeah.
time ago.
Hey, man, hey, you know what? Maybe he's saving himself for the World Cup, man.
Okay, okay. How about Reggie? Reggie, what do you think, guys? Honestly, I'm sorry. I wish we had to do it again. It's gonna be the first of many series, right? That's the first show, but we're gonna have other shows, right, Coach?
Oh yeah, this is the World Cup edition, man. We have a month talking about the World Cup, so we're gonna have this show. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about having that show multiple nights, so we're just not only meeting once a month. I mean, once a week. So we'll get it. I mean, we let our audience know. We'll be please watch us on on Facebook when we drop some when we're gonna be streaming live so they can watch it. And then also we thinking about since all of us gonna be in Atlanta for the Haiti Morocco game, so we thinking about also that week to just do a show in Atlanta with with the squad over here just talking. Yeah.
I think Ale asked me a question. I want to answer him real quick since you probably didn't hear my
Yeah,
answer
yeah.
to call. Placide will be the savior of our team.
Of course, he has to be.
Placide will be l'homme du match. Quantité détente tout ça va faire dans camp pour monsieur sauver boule.
Oh my God.
Chaque boule monsieur sauver. This is going to be, I mean, I'm telling you, I already see it and I know how it's going to feel when he says every one of them or when every one of these.
Oh my God.
So that's the guy I'm going to be watching. That's why I told Carl Yeah, I'm excited too, but I think it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun.
Faut si on 2026, man. Parce
Man.
pas qu'on paquet de tête dans match, man. I mean, he's gonna see all kind of balls coming at him, man. So
Oh, so for the game on Saturday or all the games?
the whole tournament, man. The whole
Oh,
tournament.
Have you seen the group that we're in?
The whole tournament. Not game on Saturday. The whole tournament. But
Yeah.
I think Reggie said something that is very important, man. I think for us, for Saturday games, it's how we gonna weather the storm, man. For the first 15 minutes, gonna be critical. We have to weather the storm. We have to be able to absorb whatever Scotland is bringing to us. And once we settle down, I think we're gonna frustrate them. That's what I'm saying. So if I'm looking at this game, I think we're gonna frustrate Scotland, and I think Scotland. I mean, one thing I would say with Haiti, we have we have speed. I think our speed gonna bother them, and then also I wish the game was a little bit earlier uh, because I have a feeling that we will deal with the heat better than Scotland. So what I see with Scotland is they probably gonna try to press early so they can control the game, and then they're gonna exert a lot of energy to do that. So for us, we just gotta be able to absorb it, and then not making critical mistakes because Reggie mentioned that if we go back, we let him score first, and then now we're playing catch up, we will open up ourselves,
yeah.
and the next thing you know, it's gonna be game over. So I think what we need to do is keep the game close, frustrate Scotland, and I think frustrate Scotland, move the ball because those guys gonna play physical. As long as we can maintain the ball, move the ball around, frustrate him, pass it, pas fait petit tonton, but more like value added, like passes with the purpose, like holding the ball for the purpose. C'est ba ça que notre gens anti-Jean Buckham sauté, man. Nigga, the bright, the lights are bright. On qui bon nèg n'a souhaité à venir le bois, fait petit tonton, a fait marquat, man, fait public la relé en moi by ça instead of playing the game the way. Because, hey, this is the World Cup. This is a billion people watching you, right? So this is the time for them to showcase their own brand. So I just want to make sure guys are not trying to play hero ball, man. Don't play hero ball, man. Let's play
Yeah.
as a team. Let's play
I
as a
also
team.
I also think for those that group that we're in, I think I shared that. I'm resharing it for Alain. That group that we're in, I mean, you hold some of those teams to 1-0 or even a tied game. This is a win for us.
Yeah.
This will
One
frustrate
nothing is
the
3
heck
points.
out of them. I'm sorry.
If we oh you mean if we lose by 1 nothing or if we win by 1 nothing?
Even if we lose by 1-0, and then we were able
Draw.
to draw. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's huge for that group, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's huge.
I don't know.
But yeah,
I feel like we could have an edge though. I feel like people underestimate us, and I think if we come in, to your point, coach, we play our game. And then the biggest thing that I want us to be careful is the card situation. Fouls. We have a tendency when we start fouling, right? We get yellow cards, we start
Yeah.
getting red cards, we start fouling because out of nervousness, out of pressure. That's what I've seen with a lot of our old Haitian teams. So I hope that, to your point, we're gonna become, and that's why I said like the easy doors of the world. I feel like Isidor may have a little bit more experience because he plays at a higher level. I don't know if Pierrot or Nazon have that kind of experience today. I know they've played at that level before, but in
Yeah.
today's world, do they have that kind of experience that Isidor has?
Yeah, but again, Isidore is a forward, man. Somebody got to pass him the ball. So if we can get the ball to him, nothing's gonna happen. So I think for me, Bellegarde needs to be very important. So and the fact that controlling the midfield. for some reason, I feel like our midfield is too spread out for me, right? So I want our midfield to be a little bit more compact because you got Bellegarde. The way I see it, you got Bellegarde try to work with everything and try to get around all these guys. It's gonna be a little bit uh, difficult. And also, you gotta understand too, man, this is 2026, so everybody, other teams are watching us. They're watching our players. They're gonna get ready for us as well too. But again, I think for me is we need to stop playing as a team. We need to play as a team. We have to play. We have to be cohesive, and then we just want people not to try to play hero ball, man.
I hear
And I know he's the World Cup man. You're gonna have. We just don't want a guy who try to make a name for himself and try to do everything and try to look cute and then try to do like stuff and mix. They have no purpose in the game. But anyway, um, Saturday, bonheur, bonheur, 8 heures, nous commençons à frapper là. Avant match à 9 heures parce que à 9 heures, Paris, les moins branché net là, n'a parlé après match. Donc, en tout cas, let's shift the focus. Obviously, we got some big guns going into the World Cup. Now everybody's talking about France. Everybody's picking up France to win the World Cup. So Ale, let me start with you first, man. How you think the chemistry would be with all these stars in the team, man?
they've been doing it for the last three World Cups. France has been dominating the World Cups. They made it to two finals. They won one. You pretty much have the same types of players involved. You have the same coaching staff, the same head coach. I think the team is packed with talent. I mean, I was looking at Michael Olise, yesterday, what he did, against Northern Ireland, scoring three beautiful goals. I think they're favorites. I mean, if I had to pick a team today to go to the finals, France will be on top of my list. So I think, you let Dembele lead the game. You tell Mbappe to be less selfish and just run. Olise does his thing. Shirky's in the back here passing the balls. Why not? Why not? I think they'll be solid. They'll be competitive. They may even win.
AG, what do you think, man? You think it's gonna be Dembele team or Mbappe team?
No, it's Mbappe's team. I mean, you had Giroud and all those guys. At the time, what Mbappe was still on his crescendo. I think at this point right now, with all these guys, I mean, he's the captain, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he's going to be
Yeah,
the,
he's the captain.
he's the captain. That's Mbappe's team. I think the French usually have like, man, they have so many internal issues every time they get to the World Cup. I feel like we watch sometimes more of a soap opera of things that are distracting them from the game, especially the last one, right? The last World Cup, if I remember, um, did they exit early? I felt like there was some drama on that team, locker room stuff, anyway. So it's being able to like keep those egos in checks and being able to go out there and play ball. Yeah, I don't have the lineup. One of my favorite player on that team, what's his name? He's playing in the back. Ngolo, is that his name?
Kante?
Pate? Yeah. Is he
Conte?
is he
Yeah.
is he still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
he came back. Yeah, he wasn't in
Okay.
2022, but he's back with the team.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of my favorite players on that team. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think if they stay out of those internal friction and the things that distract them, I mean, I don't see why not. It's also a very exciting group, by the way. Of which I'm going to one of the games. I'm gonna go to the France Senegal at MetLife Stadium. So I'm looking forward to that. But it's an interesting group. If there's one group that I'm following, in terms of one of the tougher groups, that's one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with both of you guys. I think France on paper, it's loaded with players, but if and then I like the fact that Ale alluded that the last two World Cup they be in the championship games, but you got to think about it as well too. outside of the World Cup, they also play European Championship, and then they haven't won anything. So they, I mean, 2021, they didn't win anything. 2022, they went to the championship against Argentina, and then in the last European thing, they did not win. So you get that as well too. Is yeah, you look good, you loaded, but also a lot of team is playing. A lot of team knows that, and then they know how to play you. And Spain kind of show the blueprint when they play them. When they play them in the semifinal of the European Championship. The difference I see with France of 2022 with the France now, it's Dembele. I think Dembele is not the player that he used to be because Dembele was the kind of player that in big games he had a tendency to not show up. But the last 2 years, he became a different player, and he's the kind of guy that show up in big games. So I think for me, Dembele gonna be the difference maker in that team. And if the team's gonna win, Dembele is gonna be the one who's gonna take. And then I'm not saying bad goals or stuff like that. It just his leadership, the way he's gonna steer the team, and I think that he's in my opinion, is the difference maker. Mbappe is gonna be Mbappe. He's gonna do his thing. I mean, you got a couple guys who are gonna be playing in the first World Cup. Due. So we'll see how they're gonna play in the first World Cup because, like I said, the World Cup is a different ball game. But for me, is the advantage that I see that France has is Dembele. I think Dembele is gonna be the difference maker for France, and if they're gonna win it, Dembele is gonna be the one who's just gonna kind of spearheaded the whole thing. So after France, we got Alain's favorite team, Brazil. So Alain,
Can,
what's your prediction for Brazil?
can I ask a question to Ale while he's answering?
Yeah,
I just watched a video of Neymar crying for making the team. I guess I didn't realize that making the team was such a big deal in Brazil for somebody that's such a big star. Like, was that real? Was that AI? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
that
I
was
think
real.
that was Neymar. I think Neymar is an AI character. That's what I think. Okay, he
I'm
has
sorry,
no
I dis.
business being a. See, you brought Reggie in to poke me because I'm anti Neymar. I think he has no room, no place on this team. That guy can barely train with the team. He got hurt already, so I think Ancelotti just got him because he was scared of being like reprimanded by the government and by the people of Brazil. So he took the safe path. And let me bring this guy here. He'll sit on the bench and then that way I could get paid. Now, honestly, seriously, I think Brazil. I'm expecting Brazil to get through round one. If they don't finish first, I think they could finish second. That's like a minimum expectation. I think if they get their act together and then they build that chemistry and they get to the round of 32, then the round of 16, I think they're looking at potentially reaching the quarterfinals. If Brazil, the way it is, reaches the quarterfinals and wins the quarterfinals, then we're dealing with a different team. I think we're gonna have to be very careful about that team, and that team could go all the way. But I'm very skeptical, unfortunately. I just don't see it. I don't see it this year. I'm more confident about Maroc than any other team on this group, to be honest with you.
So Alain, Brazil, Haiti.
IT,
Okay, just
IT,
checking.
man. IT all the way,
just,
especially
just
with
checking,
Neymar in
man.
that group.
Alain, laissez première fois, mais moi, ça m'a vu, n'a vu contre Brésil, et puis, n'a vu
IT.
pas.
I
Eh,
want Haiti to beat Brazil like 3-0. I would
There
love that.
there you go, man.
If
There
Haiti
you go.
wins, if beat Brazil, I think the World Cup is over for us. I think we can pack our bags and go home, call it quit. That would be it. That would be a symbolic victory for the Haitian
I'm
people.
gonna share. You actually short selling this short. nous calé Brésil 3-0, nous calé World Cup là. I'm seeing
Yeah,
from
that's what I'm
here.
saying. Let's go home. Let's pack our bags. We're done.
Nous
We don't
calé
need
World
to
Cup là.
because Haiti is a weird team. They could beat Brazil 3-0 and lose against like
Okay.
Cape Verde. Like
I'm going to keep this is the one thing that we all do as fans. I know that we always set ourselves up for disappointment. I'm just happy to be there. I'm telling you, I just want to be happy to be there. This right now, you guys are putting the cart before the horse.
That's Ale. That's Ale, man.
what do you mean?
Let's just be happy.
Nous met led depuis nous là.
No, I mean I don't know. I don't know why people think that because it's Haiti, we're not gonna be a challenging team to beat. If those teams think they're gonna walk all over us, I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, I saw how we played against New Zealand. Oh, by the way, did anybody see how Germany barely beat New Zealand last weekend? Was it Germany?
It was England.
England.
Germany
2-1.
US.
Was it 2-1? What happened? Coach, Angie, what happened? Are we gonna switch to Germany soon, or are we gonna stay in Brazil?
Ale, this is a friendly, man. It's friendly. It's friendly, man. Hey,
no, you're getting me hyped up. We're getting hyped up here, and we're not even talking about Argentina yet. But
we're gonna talk. It's friendly, man. It's friendly. I would not put too much weight. The fact that England beat him one. I mean, if it's for me. Now, if it was a World Cup game, let's say the first World Cup game, that team only beat that team by this much, and then we were like, that's a different story. Now, this is friendly, man. Coaches are trying different tactics. I'm not putting too much weight on it, man. I'm not putting too much weight on it. So, I think when the tournament starts, people would turn it on. You know, like I said, coaches are trying stuff. I mean, you think about it, they don't have a month. I mean, you're looking at some player like Marquinhos, Dembele. Those guys were playing 2 weeks ago in the Champions League. So what I'm saying is they don't have 3 or 4 games to get ready for the World Cup. They have two games to play, so they have to try things before they go. So for me, I'm not putting too much weight on the fact that England only beat that team by 1 goal. I mean, yeah, it doesn't mean that England gonna go and dominate the World Cup, but for me, I'm not putting too much weight on it. It's on Thursday when they blow the whistle, man. This is a different tournament, man. That's all matters. I think for me, when it comes to Haiti and stuff like that, I actually one player got hurt and then he's gonna miss the World Cup. I think for us that was the most important. Like we didn't have a lot of bad injuries because those are the things that's like for instance, Argentina is playing tonight, so that's one thing you don't want. You don't want guys to twist the ankle, to pull a hammy, because right now, and also the one thing I want people to understand, the fact that we have more games this year, so the schedule is pretty cramped. So that's why if you got guys who get hurt, they would not recover. So that's one thing that to take into consideration is, I mean, you got 48 teams and they all have to play. So the turnaround is like 2 or 3 days, and then you got to play again. So for me, the most important is you just got to make sure guys are going into this World Cup healthy. I mean, Germany lost a guy. Uh, he tore his, I mean, he messed up his hamstring, so he's out for the World Cup. Argentina lost a guy too. I mean, that's what I'm saying. For me, those are the things that guys are. I'm not saying they take it easy, but guys, I mean, those coaches are trying things. So for me, Haiti, I'm glad that we don't have major injury. We done playing. So now our next game is Saturday. So, and which is the World Cup. So Ale, you want to bring Argentina. So let's talk about Argentina.
Go ahead, sir.
No,
Talk. What do you think? For
you want to
Argentina.
talk about Argentina?
What
Ar-
do you-
What you want to say about Argentina?
Okay, how do you think Argentina is going to perform in the World Cup this year? Are they going to do a back to back? Are they going to win their fourth star, or are they going to disappoint?
Uh so I like. I mean, as an Argentina fan, I like the fact everybody. I like the fact that everybody is picking France and Spain to win the World Cup. So that's good. So, but I think that Argentina like that. They like the fact that all those teams are getting all the publicity, and then those guys are going. So one thing I would say about Argentina, I'm not saying that they're gonna win the World Cup, but the last four tournaments Argentina played, they won them. They won the 2021 Copa America. They won the 2022. They won the 22
World Cup.
World Cup, and then they went back again and won the 24 Copa America. So it's the same teams. They battle tested. They reloaded. Now they know how to play tournament because that was the problem with Argentina in the past. Argentina had great players, but they never won. Once you win, you know what it takes to win. It's a different game. I mean, the team won the Copa America when the best player in the world and Messi got hurt, and then somebody has stepped up and won. So that's one thing I would say with the Argentina team. The nucleus of the team is still there, and the difference between the Argentina of the old those guys when they start playing for Argentina, they play differently. And then it's always good as a team when you go to the World Cup with the best goalkeeper. I mean, Dibu Martinez is the best goalkeeper right now. When you go into the World Cup with the best goalkeeper, when you're not worried about your goalkeeping, which is the most, that's why to go back to Reggie, when he's talking about Placide, that's the most important thing. When you have a great goalkeeper that can save you or save a penalty kick or whatever it is that can win a game for you, that's something different. And the team doesn't need Messi to be Messi. I mean, they don't need to go to Messi to be good. So I think with that, I think it's a subtle advantage for Argentina, and then it also kind of help them that they don't have a strong, and that's on paper because like I said, the game has evolved. They don't have a strong group to start with, so that kind of ease up their way into the second round. So that's one thing I would say with Argentina is they battle tested, they reloaded. It's not like they have an old team. Uh, they have a lot of young good players, and they have a lot of young players that also have experience, like Enzo Fernandez, play in 2022. He's still 20. He's only 22 years old. Julian Alvarez, 23 years old. McAllister, 23, 24, 25. Molina, still young. And then now they got Nico Paz, 18 years old. So, and then you got Lautaro Martinez, 29, 30 years old. So all those guys, Nico Gonzalez, very young, 26. Simeone, very young. Now they battle tested. You think about it, they won the Copa America 21. They won the World Cup in 22. They won the Copa America in 24. And they finished first in the South America qualifier. They were the first team in South America that qualified for the World Cup. So they
Okay,
just
okay,
go.
sorry, coach, we can deduct what you're saying. They're gonna win the World Cup. I
No,
get it.
that's not what I'm
You
saying.
do sales pitch.
Reginald,
You have
can,
youth.
can I get a
You have
witness?
experience. They're battle tested. I mean,
What coach?
it's
Hold on.
cool.
And Di Maria is not coming back, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
He
So you
retired.
don't think that's a big hole? That's part of that. That's one of the big pieces that you're not getting back.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's a big hole, but I think they have enough players. Uh, and I think they have enough players not to replace Di Maria, but that can get the job done. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
Di Maria was a important piece of the puzzle, but Di Maria was not the guy that you have to go to win your game. You see what I'm saying? He just showed up and then scored important goals. But you think about it in 2022 World Cup, outside the goal that he scored against France, France was the best game he played. He barely played in the first round. He barely played throughout the playoffs. So I mean, the guy that really gave Argentina that World Cup was Messi. I mean,
Okay.
he was the most consistent player in 2022.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I see with Argentina, and I don't know, I think when we were talking earlier, we said if there's one team that probably has nothing to prove to anybody, it's probably Argentina. With the amount of accolades that they've gotten since they won the World Cup
Yeah.
and they've continued to win, I mean, that's probably one thing that will probably happen is they'll probably play like, I don't know, complacent, just like you said. Um, Even Messi is entering the tournament hurt. He's what 30, 39, 40
Yeah.
years old. Yeah, he has nothing else to prove. Anything that he's doing at this point is cherry on the cake. Although,
I think
man,
I know Alain doesn't want to say that. I think Brazil gonna have a good tournament, man. I think Brazil gonna have a good tournament.
how but
I,
Can I
huh?
can I say something? Can I say something? Thank you.
Huh?
Can I ask Reggie something? I mean, are we
yeah,
are we done with this Brazil conversation for today? I want to move
No,
on to the
no,
next topic.
fala aí, Gino. Hey,
Okay,
fala aí,
wait.
Gino.
Okay, I think clearly we know where Carl stands. Argentina is great. They have youth power and Messi. They're well positioned. He's trying to poke me with Brazil, but we're gonna move on for today. We have a month to chat. Reggie, first time you're on this show. Happy to see you, brother. What are your thoughts on Germany? Are you going to win your fifth title? Right? Is that what
you would
you want?
hope.
You have 4 stars. What do
Yeah,
you
they
think
got
of
four
the
stars.
current German team?
Man, we've been terrible in the last two tournaments. I don't think, if memory serve well, did we even exit? Did we exit group stage last tournament,
Yeah,
last World
group
Cup?
stage. Yeah, group stage.
Is where we torpedoed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I mean the team has not been, and we're losing a lot of the players that, I mean, if you remember, the German team got rebuilt. I can't remember. Was it after? Was it late 1998, 2002 when they did the rebuild and all these guys came together, like the closer, the Mueller, all these guys came together. I mean, that generation is gone, and I don't know that they repopulated, they recreated that chemistry again. So there are a couple of exciting new players on the team that I was looking at, but again, I'm not putting a whole lot of faith in the team. I have to see them play. I right now I'll be super. You want me to tell you I'm winning the World Cup?
You guys,
I,
why
I
are you
mean, super,
guys so you're done playing? Everybody's done playing.
No,
Everybody's done playing now. We lost this. We lost this
we.
person.
I
Not just this
mean,
generation, and then they reach the finals. Go ahead. Yeah, sir.
no. But I mean, don't get me wrong. Now there's a few veterans that are coming back, like Woodziger. I mean, you know me, I'm always in the back and looking at the back, um the back line. So I don't know, man. I'm not excited about Germany. I've watched, did they play against US? I barely watched those games. I think they played against US, right?
They beat
they
us.
beat
Oh, the
US 2-1. They beat US
yeah,
2-1.
I
they
didn't
played
watch the
against
game.
US.
How did they play? Coach, did you watch the
I,
game, Coach?
I watched
It was
highlights.
a good game. It was a good. It played well. I mean, it was a high level game, man. It's funny. It's funny that we watch because the Haiti New Zealand game was the day before, and then you watch the Haiti New Zealand game, and then you watch the US Germany game. It's two different levels, man. A level was so high. I mean, it was the Germany US game was so high level, man. compared to the Haiti New Zealand. And I'm not saying the Haiti New Zealand game was that bad, but it was just the you see the level of soccer was elevated, man. So that's why I was just like, we gotta wait and see, man.
While we were talking about the European team, is that Spain just coming from being the world champion for Euro Cup or no?
Yeah,
Is Spain?
yeah.
So has anybody talk about where do we think Spain lands in
I
this tournament?
I think Spain. I think Spain. Okay, let me put it this way. I think Spain for me has the most fanfare when he goes to the World Cup. They have one of the best midfield. I mean, they got Lamine Yamal, but my problem with Spain, they don't have a good defense, man. So I mean, and then Spain is not the type of team that's gonna outscore you. It's not like they're gonna put 5 or 6 goals on you, and they don't care about giving up 2 or 3 goals. I mean, it's just one of those teams. And then here's what I'm saying. All right, I think France. I think Spain is one of those teams that everybody is high on Lamine Yamal, but you know what? Like everybody see him, everybody know him. So what I'm saying is to put all the pressure, because I still think that they should have gone with some veteran like Carvajal. You put somebody like that in the team. I mean, they got Rodri, they got those guys, but you gotta put all this pressure on Lamine Yamal. So when you think about it, when they won the European Championship, Lamine Yamal it was nobody. I mean, nobody knew how good he was gonna be. So he just surprised everybody. Now all the teams know that this is the guy. So it's the same thing they do for Barcelona. They say, you know what? We're gonna make sure that Lamine Yamal don't beat us. We're gonna let's see if other people can beat us. So that's where I see with Spain. I think that everybody is just listen. They have one of the best chances to win the World Cup, but I mean, I still think there's a lot of team. Portugal is very good. That's another team nobody's talking about. Portugal had a midfield. It's unbelievable. Portugal is very good. The only problem with Portugal, they have to get away from the Cristiano Ronaldo thing. If they play and they don't have to go to him, Portugal, that's one team nobody's talking about. Portugal is very good. You have Netherlands, that's another good team again. Nobody, England is very good. So when
I heard
you,
Norway is really good too.
yeah, but Norway, it is the first, that's what is your first World Cup. I'm not going to crown you before I see you perform at the World Cup.
Correct.
So I'm looking at those guys, Netherlands, Portugal, Netherlands, Portugal, and then also let's not. I mean, let's not. Let's also talk about Mexico and the U.S. They play at home. The host country, they play really well when they so those are the country. I mean, you have Colombia, that's another team. I'm not saying they're gonna win, but they can cause problems. They can get teams. Colombia have a great team. They got a good team. I mean, Uruguay, I don't know about Uruguay, but Colombia has a good team. Portugal, uh so obviously you have the Spain and the France, Morocco, Netherlands. I don't know, man. I think we're gonna see some good soccer.
I have a question for Reggie first, then you can answer, Coach, after. Reggie, do you think this year we're gonna crown a new team who's never won the World Cup as the winner of the World Cup, or it's gonna be the same traditional teams that already won the World Cup in the past?
I think it's going to be the same traditional team. I mean, right now, if I'm looking at, let me look at the groups that I'm looking at here. Um, I think we kind of mentioned the usual suspects, right? For me, I think Argentina come back and do it again and crown crown the Messi for who he is. Um, then France, um, and then I think my third one is Spain. As I said, I was very impressed with I remember watching the Euro Cup and calling Spain winning the whole thing from after watching their first game. To be honest, if that's the squad that shows up, I think they have a lot of potential. Yeah, to me, those are like the top three. Everything else that you guys mentioned, yeah, those are great teams, but they never perform on the big stage. England, where how far does England ever really go?
Yeah, but I
Mexico,
think
when was the last time Mexico got out of the group stage? I mean,
yeah, but
let's it's
what I'm trying to say is, uh, you're right as far as who can win, but those guys gonna create some problems along the way. Like you might have a Netherlands. I mean, you think about it. Argentina beat Netherlands on PK, which is it could have gone in either way. So what I'm saying is, you might see a team like Spain, they get bounced by Netherlands because they go on PK and then they lost. That's what I'm saying. It's just like this. There's so many teams. The tournament is very top heavy. So when, especially in the second, I mean, I think the first round gonna be very, you can pick and choose who's gonna be first and second. But when we go, especially when we get to round of 16, not the round of 32, but we get to round of 16. I mean, we're gonna see some big dogs bouncing out early.
yeah,
So
and
that's
I'll
that's what,
and I'll add why I think. I mean, what I said. I think what do we have more games, right? I think we have more games. I think you're gonna be looking for teams that have like deep benches, man. You cannot just rely on like your top
right.
11 players. So that's why I think like when you think about the France, it just makes sense. I mean, that team is loaded.
Yeah,
You need those teams that
Very
are
good point.
deep in
that's what
bench.
I'm saying. Like France, like you're looking at France, Spain. That's why for me, I don't want to talk about Norway because I think Norway, the best 11, is what you're gonna get. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That's what you're gonna get.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
you're gonna get the best 11. That's what you're gonna get. Teams like France, Spain, Portugal. That I mean, Portugal. You got that Nuno Mendes. I mean, you got the. I mean, Portugal is so solid, man. Morocco. England. England also is a problem with England, man. You got too many showboat. I still need to see more at the Jude Bellingham, man. And but again, but you're right, Reggie. When you have a long tournament like that, I mean, when guys gonna get hurt, when guys gonna get nicked up, especially. So another thing too, before we end the whole, because we can talk, I mean, it can take us 2 hours, 3 hours talking about the World Cup, but we have to save some time for next time. The one thing I would say though, guys, and all three of us we live in the states. One thing I think is gonna play a big role is the heat. I think that those guys, and we see it in the FIFA World Cup. I think that this tournament gonna favor a lot of South American team, a lot of African team. You might have a Senegal or Morocco, because the heat and the humidity that you get in the summer, the European team might struggle with that. I'm not saying it's gonna derail them from winning, but that's something that I feel like is gonna be. I mean, we looking at next week's gonna be very, very hot. I mean, you see those guys are taking breaks every 5 minutes right now in
Yeah.
soccer, cooling breaks. So that's one thing I think can favor the South American team because they kind of used to that kind of climate. But that's one thing I would say, man. Watch out. That's the X factor. Is the temperature, man. Alan, you live in Florida. Those
Yeah.
July and June, late June and July in Florida are no joke. So that's one thing. That's one thing I think that can play, that can be an X factor. So that's why I'm kind of very happy about Haiti because we kind of we used to that kind of weather. Hey man, hey, that weather's gonna be critical against Scotland, man. They're not used to that kind of heat, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be. It's got. I mean, you think about it. In the FIFA World Cup, most of the American team, most of the South American team made it to the second round. All the Brazilian teams, they all made it to the second round in the FIFA World Cup. So, because they're used to that kind of weather. Only time will tell. We'll see. Anyway, boys, it was fun. Like always, we finally got Reggie on board. I mean, we've been working on that contract for the last year. He refused to sign it, so he finally finally put the pen to the paper. We finally got his contract. The contract is signed. I have it right here. So Reggie is official for the Futbl Unfiltered for the World Cup. So we just have him for the World Cup. So make sure that we drop some comments, ask Reggie questions. So he got some questions. He can answer those questions on the next episode. All right, fellas. So Ale, close it out.
Hey, again, thank you, Reggie, for joining us. Thank you to the fans for jumping on Tuesday night. I know it's different. We usually meet on Sundays, but we're all excited for the World Cup. I will say, everybody, support your team, support this channel, join us, drop comments. I'm wearing a nice shirt here for Futbl Unfiltered. Go online, fitnessdad.com, right?
Right here, fitthatcommunity.com.
Community.com to get your shirts for the World Cup, guys. So again, let's celebrate. It's gonna be fun. Again, I hope the World Cup is gonna bring peace and love around the world. I think that's what it is. Yes, we talk about being fans of different teams, but eventually what we want is a celebration of peace, unity, and love. And that's the message we're sending to the world, to our world leaders, and to the youth. All right. Reggie, last words, man.
Enough said, Reggie. Enough said.
Go Haiti, baby. Go Nadia Lasso.
There you go. All right. So thank you guys. So I'll see you guys next time.
See you.